Hello and welcome, my name is Kyle for the win, and welcome to another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. If you guys are seeing this video, that means I made it on the TSG. Once again, thank you, Thunder, if you did put this video up on your channel. I really appreciate it. In this video, I wanted to just talk about Black Ops 4 and my thoughts on it and how I think the release has gone, everything of that nature. And hopefully it can be a pretty enjoyable video, because I'm just going to sit here and talk about Black Ops 4 and everything that's been going on with it and how good I think the game really is. Now, starting off, of course, I'm going to go through everything Blackout multiplayer and zombies, but starting off with multiplayer, which will definitely be the biggest chunk of this video. Black Ops 4 has, so far, multiplayer-wise, been fantastic. I absolutely love this multiplayer. It is an absolute butt ton of fun. The specialists are balanced, except for, well, actually, now that I say that, I think all the specialists are really balanced. In the beta for the multiplayer, I had a few complaints about the specialist with vision pulse, which is now not a complaint of mine. Of course, it is very annoying when you get vision pulsed and get killed, but it seems more easy to counter than it was in the beta. I don't know why, but I think these specialists are very balanced and very fun also. I really enjoy using really any specialist that comes up or that I decide to use in the game, especially Crash, Firebreak, and then actually Prophet has gained on me quite a bit with its Tempest. It's very unique, and I love how some of these actually take skill to use. The Tempest takes a lot of skill, as well as the Annihilator pistol takes a lot of skill to use. But overall, I think the specialists are an absolute butt ton of fun and are very fun to use and mess around with. I think the only bad specialist is probably Nomad, and that's just because the dog is kind of clunky with how it runs and the controls that it has. But other than that, specialists are absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait to see what other specialists are added in this game later on in its life cycle. As for the streaks are much improved from the beta. The strike team still is a little bit iffy, but I think with a few changes to it, it could be a lot better. I think it's more of a learning thing with the strike team. You have to kind of learn how to use it. If you don't know how to use it, of course, it's more difficult to use than if you did know how to use it, of course, which just makes sense. And I think that's the same thing with the Hellstorm missile. The Hellstorm missile, I think, is the best streak in Black Ops 4, in all honesty. It is so good once you get really good with it. If you, basically, the red diamonds that are around the enemy, if you get a white square around that enemy, you will get the kill. If all of the enemies, let's say there's 4 enemies in one area and they all have a white square around them, you will kill all 4 of the enemies with that one Hellstorm missile. That is how good the Hellstorm missile is. It's very accurate, and I really hope that they don't nerf it, because that would be a shame, because it's a streak that should not be changed at all, because streaks are supposed to be good. The attack chopper is fantastic compared to the beta. It gets so many kills and is really good awesome to use. The UAV, again, it's the same thing, pretty good. Although I wish the UAV wasn't 550 score. That seems very high for that. But I mean, I guess it makes the upper streaks a little bit easier to get, but it also makes the UAV really hard to get. So I think if they tone down the UAV a little bit, that would be awesome. But other than that, I think these streaks are really good, except for the Thresher. The Thresher is really bad. I think with that, it needs to definitely get some AI targeting buffs to it, because it misses everything. Absolutely terrible. But I mean, overall, the streaks are really good. And now the weapons are pretty dang balanced. I think I had a big problem with the MX9 and the ICR in the beta, but the MX9, I think, is not as strong as it was in the beta, which is very good news. Or people just aren't using it as much. I don't know. I don't really run into the MX9 hardly ever, so I don't know what they did to it, but I feel like they might have changed it quite a bit. And then of course the ICR, I think, might be the most overpowered gun in this game right now. It's the weapon that I get the most confusing deaths by, I think, in this entire game, because some of my gunfights I'm shooting the crap out of somebody and then I instantly die by the ICR, or on head glitches, I shoot the guy first and hit him, but he kills me instead. So I think the ICR could be toned down a little bit. Of course, we'll see what happens when the first patch comes out, but I think the ICR might be a little bit overpowered in this game. But overall, I think the weapon balance is great. That's why I love Treyarch games so much, because my basic 5 things that I really care about in Call of Duty games to make them good, I guess it's 4, is good streaks, good maps, good kill streaks, and finally good weapon balance. That is really important to me. Weapon balance is key because I like using every single gun in the game. I like maxing every gun out. Snipers, shotguns, pistols, well, not really pistols, but most primary weapons I love to max out. So, and I will max out all the primaries, just because I like being able to have all of the max level weapons, so I can just continue to make good classes and stuff like that. So, love the weapon balance in this game. So much fun to run around with any weapon you want. Snipers are definitely annoying. They are definitely, you can definitely quickscope in this game. Quickscoping is not gone, and that's kind of frustrating, but I do think sniping takes a little bit of skill, but I think it's definitely really easy to quickscope as well. Then for the maps I think are great in this game. Just incredible maps with firing range, summit, jungle, and slums coming back, just perfect. I mean, playing these old maps again is just fantastic, and the graphics look great. The game just looks really, really good. But I think that's enough for multiplayer. I really enjoy the multiplayer part. I'm going to be playing that a lot, I feel like, this entire year. Next, we have the blackout mode. Now, the blackout mode, I only played 2 games or 3 games of. The blackout mode is still good. It's not super different from the beta. The only thing that's really different is the map aesthetic looks different based on the map, like when you pull up the map in the game itself. But I also think armor is a little bit higher than it used to be, but still, Blackout's pretty much the same, which means it's still amazing. Plus, I mean, why would the Blackout be that much different, being that the Blackout beta was literally 3 weeks ago? So, I mean, how much can you change in 3 weeks? But Blackout, I think, is fantastic. I love it. I haven't played it that much because I mostly enjoy multiplayer more than Blackout, just because multiplayer is my thing. I like multiplayer better. Requires less focus and kind of more casual than multiplayer is. Sorry, Blackout. Now jumping into zombies, I think zombies is also fantastic. I've been so busy making videos on my channel about guides and stuff for Blackout. Sorry, zombies. Zombies is just so much fun. 4 maps, one of them a remake of Mob of the Dead, which is just fantastic. A remastered version of 5, also just fantastic. And then we have the 2 maps, 9 and Voyage of Despair. 9, I love how creative it was with ancient times, as well as the map Voyage of Despair being on the Titanic. Me being a history nerd, I think that's awesome. And overall, zombies is just really, really fun. I like how the changes they made, which gives you 4 hits in normal mode, which is a big deal, because I feel like I'm not an Easter egg guy, but one thing I know for sure is that the Easter egg guys over on the YouTube scene have been struggling because it's only 3 hits to die without Juggernog. So I wish they kept Juggernog in the game, but the fact that they don't have it is still okay with me. And I think Black Ops 4 Zombies is really, really good. I really enjoy playing these zombies maps. I think this game is a hit. I was looking at Twitch today, and there were 217,000 people watching Black Ops 4 on Twitch, and then there was 218,000 people. Maybe it was 78. I forget the numbers, but either way, Fortnite was only 1,000 people ahead of Call of Duty Black Ops 4. If that doesn't prove something to you guys, I don't know what else will. I think Black Ops 4 is an absolute hit of a game. Of course, Blackout is what's the main focus on Twitch right now, because of course most of the people who played PUBG are now moving over to Blackout. So, you know, the big streamers like Shroud and Dr. Disrespect are now playing Blackout mode because it's better. It simply flows better than PUBG, and people like playing a game that's smooth and that's fun, and Blackout delivers. So Overall, I think Black Ops 4, as I've said many times, could be one of the best Call of Duties of all time, reception-wise and just sales-wise, because it's been breaking records, and this game I think is absolutely fantastic. But I've been talking for quite a while. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I tried to make it as quick as possible, but there's just so much stuff to talk about with Black Ops 4 that I just had to get it all out on the table. But once again, if I'm going to put this video on his channel, I thank you very much. I really appreciate it when you do that. I think I turned down the music a little bit, so hopefully that was a plus. But leave a like if you guys did enjoy, subscribe if you are new. If you guys want to check out my channel, there's a ton of Black Ops 4 content on there. That is always up to you guys, but I'll see you guys on another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video very soon.